I really didn't want any sane parent, any parent to go through what I went through at that time. And it's been a journey, it's been bumpy. By God's grace, the boy is now 13 years old.
Wow.
And I feel it's something good if I can share my journey with the boy for the past 13 years up to now.
I didn't even understand what sickle cell is until the time we talked. You know, people hear of sickle cell and they think of death. It has a lot of stigma around it. And so today I'm so happy that you're here. At least you'll tell us about it. We'll be able to understand and just create awareness about what this sickle cell is.
This is something that's associated with a lot of stigma.
Yeah,
so
true.
I remember when I was in school, maybe you could identify it. Okay, just allow me to say it that way.
Okay.
The tiny, sickly looking ladies back at school. So ungesikia watoto wakisema, ujue huyu ako na sickle cell.
Okay.
So it did not resonated well like ile unaelewa vizuri. But we just knew that it is sickle cell and it is deadly. More to that, no.
Yeah.
After my fourth form, I decided to get married. Then I got pregnant, blah, blah. But during this pregnancy, something was not adding up. My HB, my first pregnancy actually, for the boy is the second born, but I have a first born. Actually, I'm a mom to three boys. And it is the second born when sasa affected na hiyo sickle cell anemia. So during my first pregnancy, like there are a lot of things which are not even adding up. And at that time, I never even thought about sickle cell. I had low HBs, damu, kiwango ya damu ilikuwa inaenda chini sana.
Okay.
So at this point, I think it was my last trimester. I was diagnosed with serious anemia and my blood stood at 4.2. You can just imagine you're pregnant, you're almost, you're due, and your HB is at 4.2.
It was at 4.2. 4.2. Inafaa kukuwa ngapi?
The normal hemoglobin rate inafaa ikue from 12. From 12, Okay.
So 4.2 means it's lower.
It's much lower.
Okay.
And you just understand the whole procedure of maybe giving birth.
Yeah, true.
You can lose a lot of blood, blah, blah. Like it's just a lot.
Okay.
After around 1 week, I gave birth successfully.
Wow.
But I realized my immunity was a bit compromised. Actually, I've been battling in this issue. Little did I know that I am a carrier to sickle cell anemia.
Or someone can be a carrier to sickle cell?
For you to have a sickle, ndio upate mtoto mwenye ako sasa confirmed sickle cell anemia, you must have to be a carrier.
Now, how did you know you are a carrier?
I gave birth and after some time, my baby, my baby was okay. He was just getting the normal infections kama mtoto mdogo. Now my firstborn.
Okay.
My firstborn is not affected in any way with sickle cell anemia because he's neither carrier, he's a totally normal. He's a normal kid. But I faced the challenges. My body went back to normal. And after 2.5 years, because I really had this notion of, let me do it haraka nimalize.
Oh, yeah. Kianza ni pa, 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 pa.
So I thought of getting another baby. Well, my firstborn was 2.5. So I got pregnant now for my boy, who is now a sickler. Mwenye sasa ameathirika kabisa.
Now the second born?
Yeah, the second is the second born. Jani, now that I knew what I was supposed to do, the measures to take ndio, nisi drop kiwango ya damu. I used to be on the supplements. Nakuwa serious, I take a lot of mboga za kienyeji, nini, and it went well. It was a smooth pregnancy.
Maybe if I may ask, like personally I don't know, what are some of these supplements that maybe we can take so that we prevent the hemoglobin kukua chini?
I was on iron supplements. And these are things, it doesn't mean that you must take it maybe from the food. So from the medication itself. Yani unakuwa to something holistic. Like nilikuwa naweza kula mboga za kienyeji, a lot of fruits, a lot, and through kukula vitu kama hizo, ina maintain ukikula vizuri, then you do it the right way. Ina boost hiyo kiwango ya damu kabisa. The lowest I dropped was I was at around 9. You know, there was still a drop,
Okay.
Which was not that bad.
But at least there was a difference from your first pregnancy was 4 point something.
It was 4.7.
Then now we are in the second one and it's 9. Okay.
I was staying in another country. When I came back to Kenya, I gave birth. It just now you can understand home.
Yeah.
East or West home is always the best. I gave birth. Then after 2 weeks, I went back to where I used to stay. Then I realized within 3 days after traveling, because I can say the weather is just the same. Like if you compare the weather maybe in Kisumu, na ile yenye iko Uganda around, there is no big difference. So all of a sudden nimepata mtoto, now I have 2, with a mama to 2 boys. Aya, sasa naona kama this younger one anaanza kuleta fever, every time anaanza kugonjeka. Then you know as a parent you will not sit and watch. Mimi huyo hospitali, daktari, my baby is not well, it's 2 weeks. Then what might be the problem, because it is too early. Then he used to be treated malaria and maybe some infections, of which I used to wonder, infection inatoka wapi at this age. Then it became somehow recurrent. Every time we are on and off tunaenda hospitali. Sasa hiyo ndilikuanga jani, like mimi hata singeweza toka niende mahali, like jirani hata akiona nimebeba my baby ananiuliza, Mama Brian, unaenda hospitali? You can just imagine.
It now became a norm that now people know wewe ukitoka tu ni hosi.
You cannot even go and enjoy your life elsewhere. Useme hapa wacha nitoke. Kila mtu anajua, and it's true to their words. We used to visit. We used to have these several visits to hospital. So iliendelea hivyo mpaka tukafikisha around 5 months and some weeks. Now the boy became seriously ill. And that was the time we first got our first admission. And to my surprise, his HB was at 6. Imagine this is someone who is a baby at 6 months already. Kiwango yake ya damu imeshateremka mpaka imefika 6. He was tested malaria and he tested positive. Akatibiwa. After kutibiwa malaria, akatibiwa some infections, tukakaa hospitali for, it was around 1 week. He had to get the first transfusion. Aliongezwa damu for the first time at 6 months. You can imagine a baby getting blood at 6 months. You didn't just understand a lot of issues zenye zino. Watu wanakuambia usikubali mtoto kuwekwa damu. It will not react well with the body, nini. And this is something I don't want to assume. Unajua pale there are churches. Mtu anakuja kuambiwa mambo mingi sana. For the parents wenye wako na watoto kama hao, tafadhali ikifika mahali daktari amekwambia you need to get that transfusion, please just do a lot of things, because I believe inafanywa na professionals, watu wenye wameisoma vizuri, because so far Brian is now 13 years na sijaiona any side effect maybe.
What was going through your mind your time unaambiwa huyu mtoto anafaa kuongezwa damu? What was really going through your mind? Ulikuwa unafikiria? Because I believe there was
actually I was told it's malaria and it can cause anemia. So I never doubted my
directly.
I'm a person who is always like I like to know a lot. So I normally question a lot. Sana sana when it comes to maisha ya watoto wangu, I don't take any shortcuts. Nitauliza, now that we are giving this blood, why are we giving it? Na nini meleta? What are the measures? Nini tunapaswa kufanya? Ndio tusipitie something close like to this. So the doc was like, you know, Mama Brian, huyu mtoto amepata malaria, and malaria, unajua venye ina affect hizo damu. Malaria, the moment imeingia kwa damu, inavunja tu damu, inavunja hizo.
So this is now a doctor explaining it to you.
At that point. And I just had little knowledge, like, mtu anaweza kuwa anemia, nini malaria, but I never knew. Kama ni sickle cell, mimi nilisoma shule, then I closed it. Just like that. I was discharged. And to my surprise, I think after a week the boy was again sick. And this time around, vidole zilikuwa zimefura. So because I had first one na wote walikuwa wadogo, I thought maybe
amegongwa.
Inaweza kuwa huyu alimlalia ama alimvuruta kwa kitanda. You just understand at that age, we anataka like, this is my younger bro. Saa zingine
they want to explore.
Mara kwanza nilikuwa hata napata nimetoka kidogo, coming back napata namvuruta, mom the baby is crying. Naletewa, unaona.
He's trying to help out.
What I think inaweza kuwa it's either huyu alimlalia ama alimfinya na kitu, kwa sababu and he was crying a lot. They were swollen easy, kama hizi 4 zilikuwa zimefura. So nikaona kulia inaongezeka, then he started developing some fever again. So I'm like, now the fingers are swollen, fever. Alafu kwa mkono hivi bado kulikuwa na, ukimshika maybe ungefeel like he's in pain. I went to the hospital, and this time I think I interacted with a different doctor.
Yeah.
And to my surprise, alikuja akatibiwa, akadungwa dawa za pain. Then we had this the conversation with the doc. Akaniambia, Mama Brian, there is something I want to tell you. And okay, we just want to take the precautions,
Okay.
at least tupime, in case mtoto anapitia kitu kama hiyo, we'll see on what to do. Actually alikuwa amepitia angeweza niambia direct.
Yeah.
You know, at that point I was a young mom, mama watoto wawili, hata kuinangalia still naive by then by day. Si kama saa hii at least when you can withstand such. Akapimwa, akaniambia like we need to test for sickle cell anemia. Mostly wanaulizanga na hapa any mother mwenye amekuwa na mtoto kama huyo kana test weight.
Yeah.
Kwa familia yenyu kuna mtu mmeona kuna sickle cell anemia?
Now the doctor is asking you. Okay.
Then I was like no doc. Kwetu we are 6 na sisi wote tuko. So we've not lost even one.
Yeah, to sickle
tuko wote. So even in our family nikiangalia vizuri, I don't remember. Hakuna, by the way, it was not there. Then the doctor was like, but at this point, we just need to conduct these tests for the boy, and you'll come for the results after maybe 2 days. Ukuje tuone like what's happening.
Yeah.
I went back home, but I was worried because sasa unajua hapo anakuambia like hizo vidole kufura. We were supposed to go for an x-ray tukupigwa picha.
Umetajiwa sickle cell.
Nimetajiwa hiyo. Then I remember back in school nilikuwa naambiwa like huyu because they you know their nature, they are tiny.
Yeah.
So tungeambiwa huyu akona sickle cell anemia. Na alafu unaona most of them, and I just want to be honest, hawakuwa namaliza form 4. All of a sudden they disappear. Then utakuja kusikia so and so died. Unaona. So you can just now connecting the dots. Then you kunaenda. So after 2 days,
you didn't Google?
By that time I think I had a phone, but
it didn't come to your mind that nafani
did
Google.
not. Actually I used to disturb. I even have a friend, a nurse. Kila wakati nilikuwa naenda kwa what are the signs, and it happened that nurse was also having a sister. They are 6 in their family, but they are last born. Kumbuka watano wote wako sawa, but their last born is a sickler.
Okay.
Sasa ndiye alikuwa ananiambia it's something you can manage. Kumbuka hata sijapata results, but I was somehow worried. Hiyo siku I kept time. Daktari aliniambia nikuje saa 2, by 8 I was there. I was anxious. Then the worst, that is the day I got the worst. Actually up to date, I don't like that day. It was the day I got the worst message in my life. Zingine zimekujanga tu, but this one
it hit really hard.
Ili hit vibaya sana. Akanikaribisha vizuri. So nikaanza kusema why is it that is so nice? Anataka like to create that environment so that ni feel at home, but even by doing all this bado sikukuwa nimesettle. Hata singeweza keti kwa kiti hivi. It was hot. Wow. Then he started like, Mama Brian, I'm happy you're back. You are here for the results. A lot of narratives. Then he started asking me the same question
that he asked,
and he was having that brown envelope in front of him
with the results.
Results. So I was like, umesema kwa familia yenu hujaiona, have you ever maybe see someone mwenye ana suffer from sickle cell anemia? Then I was like, mimi sijawahi ona doc. So nilikuwa nimemwambia that day, sickle cell is just like any other chronic illness, and ni kitu yenye we can manage. Kwanza yeye, he did not even mention mambo na the dawa hospitali. Alikuwa ananiambia even in our country here we have Masais, they have good herbs, they can like. Then I was like, now this is a doctor.
Tena ananiambia kuhusu Masai.
Ananiambia tena dawa za Masai.
We are not against Masais. Kindly.
Yeah, we are not against Masai, but so it was a bit ironical. A medical doctor talking about Masais. He handed me the envelope, the brown envelope. It was a brown one, not a white. Kumbuka. A brown envelope. Now the results are out, and here is it. But meanwhile, your baby is reactive. In English,
when you say reactive, unamaanisha nini?
Nikisema reactive, inamaanisha it is something which is there. It was as if sijui maana ya
reactive.
And maybe something is not reactive, eh? So I was like, am I even dreaming? So nikauliza doc, reactive as in unamaanisha nini? What do you mean by saying reactive? Akaniambia from the sample we took, inaonyesha mtoto wako ako na sickle cell anemia. Then
so that's why he used the term reactive.
It's positive.
Okay, it's positive.
It can be traced.
Good. Yeah.
I was lost. Kama dakika 3 tu. Hata sikujua, like I can't even remember what went through my mind at that time. But I was totally off. Nilitoroka hapo, like I was not there. Actually, immediately I got that message. The only thing I saw was death.
And that time you were still holding your baby?
I was holding my baby. He was 6 months. Amekaa kwa mguu yangu. I was holding him. Nimeambiwa is reactive. Then I was like, reactive ni nini? Akaniambia mtoto amepatikana ako na sickle cell anemia. Then mimi sikufikiria anything at that time. I got lost. But the only thing I remember niliona, I saw death. I just picture my baby in a coffin.
Dead. Okay.
At that point,
sorry.
So you can just imagine the pain of seeing maybe your baby in a... And the feeling was real.
You're imagining these things.
Sasa unajua mtoto amegonjeka, and by the time anagonjeka you bond a lot. You bond a lot because each and every time you're with him, hatuwezi mwacha na mtu. Like hata ukienda, at that point I had a house girl. But hata sikuwa naweza kubali hata house girl. Like hata kumwacha hata dakika 5. Like I just, and that thing bado inanihapenia mpaka saa hii. I can't lie. Nikimwacha kidogo moso kama asikii vizuri, somehow
you're not comfortable.
I don't like calls from home. Mimi natakanga ni keep like niwapigie, but sipendi kuona
kupigiwa.